Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Horror Man back with a vengeance on Slashback Saturday. This week's Slashback Challenge theme was Revenge Slashers. I challenged everyone to watch and review a slasher film featuring a killer whose motive is purely and simply revenge. There were so many options for this one. So I chose a movie that not only is about revenge, but also has the word revenge in the title. I watched Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge is a 1989 slasher film that features a lot of famous faces, but I'll get to that a little later. In case you couldn't tell by the title, the entire film takes place at a mall. Now, I've said it in the past, but I absolutely love mall movies. And what's great about it is, like Dawn of the Dead and Chopping Mall, it was actually filmed at a real mall and not just a set. And for me, the nostalgia factor is high on this one. It's a mall from the 80s. It definitely adds to my enjoyment of this film, because it's probably my favorite thing about it. Not that I don't enjoy this film, because I really do. I have a lot of fun with this movie. But the setting, above all else, is my favorite part. Location, location, location. The mall in Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, was built over an old neighborhood. The land developer and owner of the mall paid off all of the families so they would move out of their houses and the mall could be built. But one family refused to move. The Matthews family. The son's name was Eric Matthews. No, not this guy. Eric had a girlfriend named Melody, and the two were very much in love. But one night, when the two are together, making love, what is thought to be an accident occurs. A fire breaks out, and Eric and his family are killed. But the tragedy, it turns out, may not have been an accident at all. Because that shady land developer, named Harv Posner, would stop at nothing to build his mall. And that just rhymed. Now, a year after the fire, Melody and her friends all get jobs at the very same mall that was built over Eric's house. Melody is still dealing with the loss of her boyfriend, but she feels he's not quite gone, especially after she starts noticing certain strange occurrences. In fact, Eric is indeed still alive, and he's living beneath the mall in his very own lair. He's training to protect the love of his life, Melody, and to seek his revenge. Because Eric also knows that the fire wasn't an accident. So now he has become the Phantom of the Mall, and he kills everyone that had anything to do with the fire. Meanwhile, Melody, with the help of a television cameraman, set out to uncover the truth. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge features some creative deaths. Someone is killed on a mall escalator. At one point, Eric uses a crossbow. Someone is thrown from the top floor of the mall. And there is even a death by snake. One by one, as the body count rises, in true 80s slasher fashion, Eric gets his revenge. Earlier I mentioned location, location, location. The mall is awesome in this. There is even a great scene that takes place in a Sam Goody store. Remember those? Pure nostalgia. I also mentioned earlier that Phantom of the Mall features a lot of famous faces. Harv Posner, that shady land developer, is actually played by the most interesting man in the world. You know him from the Dos Equis commercials. Stay thirsty, my friends. Rob Estes from Melrose Place plays the television cameraman I mentioned. Ken Foree from Dawn of the Dead finds himself in another horror movie mall. He plays a security guard. Morgan Fairchild has a pretty big role as the mayor of the town. And oddly enough, the name used to market this movie when the DVD was released is Pauly Shore, who plays a character named Buzz. Now, I mentioned in a Rare Movies Not on DVD or Blu-ray video that Phantom of the Mall has two different versions. The version here on VHS is the original uncut R-rated version. It features additional gore and some additional kills. The version of the movie released on DVD was a PG-13 cut. On that release, which is now out of print, Pauly Shore's name was plastered across the top. In place of the additional kills and gore, they added in extra scenes featuring Pauly Shore's character Buzz. It's still definitely a slasher film, it just has a lot less gore. So if you're interested in this one, I highly recommend checking out the VHS version. Regardless, either version is fun, and they are both extremely fast-paced, I must say. This movie just flies by. There is so much going on, and even when there's not a lot going on, you're sort of focused on the mall, and again, that nostalgic location. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, my revenge slasher pick. And now for a new reveal of a new theme. As already discussed, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge featured a lot of famous faces. But it's not the only slasher film to do so. Of course, there's the obvious choices like Halloween featuring Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance, and Friday the 13th featuring Kevin Bacon. But there are many, many more. So the challenge for this week is to watch a slasher film featuring a famous face. At least one. This week's Slashback Challenge theme is Blood Red Carpet Slashers. I challenge everyone to watch and review slasher films that feature at least one famous face. Famous faces you might see on the red carpet. The blood red carpet. Your slasher film can feature one famous face or multiple famous faces, like Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. And I'm not just talking famous faces specifically from horror films. Linnea Quigley won't do. Your picks should feature actors and actresses who not only play in horror films, but who have also starred in films from other genres. Famous faces. I think you guys get it. So get watching and get reviewing Blood Red Carpet Slashers. And as always, be sure to upload your video on Slashback Saturday. I too will be back on Saturday with a new review and reveal of a new theme for the TheHORRORman's Slashback Challenge.